Oh yeah, you should be able to. Okay,
Stand by,
are we
stand
good
by,
now?
stand by, stand by.
It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. Bam! I'm coming to you live Monday through Friday around 6:30ish, 5:30ish in Chicago, out in LA, live in LA, about 3:30ish. Subscribe. Now listen up, everybody. So I want to thank everybody. I'm over 600 new subscribers. I went from 0 3 years ago, from 0, not a damn one subscriber, to over 600 subscribers. But I got a goal now. I qualify to be a YouTube partner, but I need 1,000 new subscribers in the next 60 days. Then I qualify to be a YouTube partner on the next level. That means my media company, Geno Media, will start getting that YouTube check. And YouTube checks, that YouTube bag. So support black-owned businesses. You can support any business, but we in our community and culture, and I'm inviting everybody to support black-owned businesses, Geno Media. So tell everybody you know, as Nelly would say, everybody to subscribe to the channel, copy and paste the link, tell everybody you know, all your cousins, your kinfolk, all my black Greeks, all my fraternity and sorority brothers and sisters, your church members, your co-workers, your club members, your Eastern Stars and Mason. My mama's an Eastern Star. Everybody, even folks you don't like, tell them to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Like when you see the episode, because I'm always bringing the heat and fire. You got something to say, you agree or disagree. I know the trolls, I know the MAGA trolls are always going to say some dumb-ish, but that's okay too. Go ahead, come with your talking points. But if you come for me, and if I don't send for you, I'm going to send your ass back where you came from, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with a smile, right? Okay, so tell everybody to please subscribe to the channel and make sure that you leave a comment on the comment section if you are watching live, or if you're watching me not live. If you binge watching any of my back episodes with my guests like Mr. Big, Randall Isley, and Ernie Isley, his brother. They was chilling out in L.A. at the crib. Lettucey, Kenny Lattimore, Howard Hewitt, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Let's see, Melvin Riley, lead singer, Ready for the World, going old school, new school. My man October London, that's the brother that sound just like Marvin Gaye. Back to Your Place in Mulholland Drive. My man Roy Chip Anthony, Southern Soul. As a matter of fact, I got an R&B and hip hop artist doing his thing. It's going to be my guest today in a few minutes from the Jodeci camp, trained by one of the members, the producers of Jodeci. We're going to tell you all about that. You'll get to meet him, and he's going to tell his story, and you'll see his new video that's popping. So just get ready for that. The Geno Jones Show, brought to you by CM Transportation. CM like Mary Transportation, LLC.net. CM Transportation, LLC.net. If your business, now listen up, for all my business owners, all my entrepreneurs, if your business needs a transportation company that's dependable, reliable, and on time, not CP time, or you've got a transportation company and they are late and you can't depend on them and they're not reliable, then you need to switch, or you need to contact CM Transportation. Shout out to Carissa Carter. She is the sponsor. She is, a huge sponsor and supporter of the Geno Jones Show, and she is the CEO of CM Transportation. You can go to cmtransportationllc.net or call 843 area code, based here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, but the company does business nationwide. 843 area code 606-2702, 606-270 deuce. You got that. All right. Let me. Before I do my birthdays, and then I'm gonna tell you about who is going on tour, back on tour. I don't know if they'll be on time or not. That probably gave you a clue and a hint to who I'm talking about. And Big Willie Style is coming back to the mic, to the MIC. But first, I want to shout out one of my academic all-stars. So on my radio show, because I've been here 19 years, so for nearly 19 years, I've been doing a segment on my radio show called Geno's Academic All-Stars, where I recognize young people for their academic excellence in school. And I shine a spotlight on their success in school. So today I want to shout out, because I told his mom I was going to do it, but I got to tell you that after I give his name, I'm going to tell you a quick backstory. So congratulations to Jeremy Burgess. Young man will be going into the 5th grade. So he just completed the 4th grade at C.E. Murray School. That is one of the schools here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. I am very proud of you, young man. You want to pass to go to Sky Zone, my radio station, all my academic all-stars. We give it. So Sky Zone is like this. It's like this big venue where kids can kind of just go and jump around and burn up a lot of energy. So shout out, congratulations to Jeremy Burgess, a rising 5th grader. He'll be a 5th grader in August. C.E. Murray School. You did great. You've done a great job this year in school, and I am proud of you. And I'm shouting out your mom. I hope your mommy's watching so she can post in my chat room. And everybody else watching me live, feel free to go in my chat room right now. It's a live chat. It's open. So I'm on camera, but if you post something, I can read it in real time, and I'll read it on camera. I'll talk to you on camera. So LaShonda Addison is Jeremy Burgess's mom. So when I called LaShonda this morning, I was like, hey, how are you? Is this LaShonda Addison? Yes, hello, this is me. I said, you know who this is? You know who I know his voice sounds familiar. So bottom line, she couldn't even remember my name. I said, so do you always send people who you don't know? Do you always send them your son's report cards? She's like, oh, I know who it is. I know, I just can't remember your name. I just got so much going on. So I told her that I was going to put her on blast, but it's okay. I do it with smiling, with fun. So shout out to Jeremy Burgess's mom, LaShonda Addison. Thank you for listening to my radio show. LaShonda, if you're watching, I'm talking about you. But LaShonda Addison said, Geno, I'm going to make it up to you. I am going to be your #1 influencer. I'm going to let everybody, or as Nelly would say, everybody, know to subscribe to your channel so we can get you 1,000 new subscribers in the next 60 days. I'm going to tell everybody to leave a comment for every episode. Leave their comment on your comment section page, and I'm going to tell them to subscribe, but to share, copy, and paste, email the link to the show, or they can go ahead, you can tag it, you can text it, you can share it on somebody else's page. So LaShonda Addison said, Geno, I'm going to handle that for you. No charge, on the house. That's the least I could do to make it up for you. So, hey, LaShonda, I hope you're watching. And let's see, who else is here? Hey, Sharika Pompey. Hey, Sharita. Sharita Pompey was also a winner on my show. Thank you, Sharita. So I'm sure you did the same thing. You could be my influencer, too. I'm sure you told everybody that you won some tickets on my radio show earlier today. As a matter of fact, there's a big jazz festival that comes in town Labor Day weekend. So Samara Joy, this sister's bad. She's like 22, 23, and she's got that old school Sarah Vaughan vibe. So Sharita won some tickets, and hey, Johanna Flood, all my viewers and listeners checking in. Thank you. I'll shout you out. Keep posting in the chat room. If y'all know LaShonda Addison, tell her I kept my promise, and I told her I was going to talk about her on the TV show. So, hey, well, hello, LaShonda. Your ears must have been burning. Folks must have been calling and told you I turned you into a big star. So, yes, I told everybody you couldn't even remember my name, that your son, Jeremy Burgess, is my academic all-star for today. He's going into the 5th grade at C.E. Murray School, and that you couldn't even remember who you did. So I know the voice. I don't even know who I'm talking to, but it's all good. It's all to the GOOD. no problem. Because you said, I'm going to make it up to you, Geno. I'm going to be your #1 influencer, along with, so Johanna and Sharita, you all can be my influencers too. 1,000 new subscribers in the next 60 days. All they have to do is go to my channel. It's free to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Tell everybody how much you love the show, or for all the trolls out there and the MAGA cult members, you can tell everybody how much that you can't stand me and can't stand the show. And go ahead, feel free. Like I said, come on, bring it. But if you come for me and I don't send for you, I'm gonna send your ass back to where you came from, and I'm gonna do it with a smile. So shout out, thank you, LaShonda Addison for watching. You kept your promise, I kept mine, and shout out to Johanna Floyd. Thank you, Johanna, and Sharita Pompey. Thank you, my mother's checking in the chat room. My #1 fan, Mary Dixon. Happy birthday today, LaLa Anthony, TV personality. She's been in movies, actress, author. She's been in all kinds of movies and TV shows. She is Carmelo Anthony, former NBA superstar, gold medalist, USA basketball. I think he got like four gold medals and 1 bronze. Anyway, so LaLa, the culture knows her as LaLa. LaLa Anthony, 45 today. Former NBA star, talking about former NBA players. Steph Curry's dad, Steph and what's Steph's brother's name? Seth. There you go. Steph and it's Steph and Seth Curry. So Steph and Seth Curry's dad, Dale Curry, the big 6'0" today, 60, another former NBA star, Dikembe Mutombo. He would block your shot, say, no, don't come in here with that weak-ish. Dikembe Mutombo, or Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo. He's 58 today. Old school Jamaican DJ, doing his thing. He had a song back in the day, Don Dada. My man Super Cat, 61. And let's go real old school. If you are a fan or you've seen the reruns, I think everybody's seen the reruns of Good Times. Good times, aren't we lucky we got them? Good times. You had Florida Evans, James Evans, and Damn. And Thelma and Michael and little skinny ass JJ. Dynamite. Jimmy Walker, JJ, from Good Times, 70s TV, iconic TV show, 77 today. Damn, JJ, you old. Still old, skinny, and ugly. Well, listen, I ain't talking about the man. He said it himself. He called himself ugly, so shit. Heck, if he can call himself ugly, I'm just agreeing with him. Who am I to argue with Jimmy JJ Walker? No, not at all. I would never do that. So listen, I'm about to bring my guest on. Lauryn Hill is going back on the road with the Fugees. That's the headline. So tomorrow, I'll give you some details about the cities and when the tour is going to be popping off. So Lauryn Hill is going on tour, going back on the road with the Fugees. And there's a rumor that it's a rumor that the tour is going to be called the Never On Time Tour or Always on CP Time Tour. I digress. My guest is an award-winning R&B and hip-hop artist. He was trained by my man Devontae Swing from Jodeci, so you know he's been brought up right in the culture, because Jodeci was killing it, and Devontae is a bad man. He's got a new song and a video out called Sticks and Stones, and he's a good brother, young brother that I just respect and got love for. To see him out there doing his thing, always got a positive vibe. So let me bring him on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, cold blood, look at him. Straight gang. What you know about that LA? What you know about that LA? Now,
What's up, man?
You know, I worked out
How
in
you
LA.
doing, bro?
So welcome, first of all, let me introduce you the right way. Lukas Swing, welcome to the show. Now, I did a morning radio show in LA back in I'm really dating myself, way back in the 90s, early 90s. But, I got one of them I had one, I got to find it when I moved. What you know about that, L.A.?
Man, I know a lot about it, man. A lot of my family members live out there right now, so
Oh,
I've been
really?
able to travel a lot. And,
What part?
yeah, man.
What part?
Live right in Hollywood. They live right in Hollywood, bro.
Okay, I was right up the street. As a matter of fact, I was on right off Wilshire, and right off Wilshire and La Brea. I was like on 6th. Cochran is like 3 blocks
Okay.
west of La Brea. So right there between 6th and Wilshire. So, yeah.
Word, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. All right. I hope that you tell your folks out there on the West Coast that you're going to be on the show today.
Oh yeah, I told a bunch of people, man. I told a whole bunch of people that I was gonna be out on the
Okay.
On the Geno Jones show and stuff like that. So
Cool.
if they're not tuning in now, they definitely will catch the back end.
You're going
Most
to tag
definitely.
them. You're going to go ahead and copy that link and email it, or copy and paste that link, or tag them, or share it on their page. It's all good. So shout out to the West Coast. My man Andre Russell, he's like my brother. He still works at KJLH. I did a morning show at KJLH way back in the day in the 90s.
Okay.
Ken Wilson, a mogul here in the music business. Anybody knows Ken Wilson, and he's really been responsible for giving me a lot of my great guests, like got me Ronald and Mr. Big Ronald and Ernie Isley, got me Lettucey, got me Jimmy
Nice.
Jam and Terry Lewis, got Kenny Lattimore for me on the show, Lenny Williams. So shout out to my man Ken Wilson, who I got to give a call in, because we got the 4th coming up next week. So I know we got scheduled to have Eric Benet's got some new material coming out in July. So
Oh yeah.
shout out to my man Ken Wilson. So let's talk about, okay, all right, Lukas Swing. Let's talk about, I want you to tell your story. I kind of gave the intro. You know, you award-winning R&B hip-hop artist. So talk about being coached up in the R&B and hip-hop school of Devontae Swing. How did that happen?
Ah man, it happened through going through the church system, man. Like a lot of people know that Jodeci, they didn't grow up in the R&B field. They grew up in the church system.
That's right.
So with me, I kind of got I went through a whole life of not knowing who I was because I was adopted, going through the whole matters of trying to find myself as a person. But the one thing that my adopted father instilled in me was the piano. I wasn't really too much interested in playing old music from back in the 60s and the 50s, but what I was really interested in was playing the 90s vibe of music. And I fell in love with Jodeci. And for me, it was like I watched them so much, I studied them so much to the point where I got to, it's crazy how I can say this now, but I got to basically say what I was going to do for myself, and it came to pass. And so I would say about 5 years later, when I first started into doing music, I ended up linking up with people that were doing shows in R&B. And then next thing you know, I got to meet Devontae himself. And then that's how it all went from there, man. I got to train. I got to learn how to play the piano. I got to meet his son. Then it came to pass later on. I found out who my father was. Now, I found out at the age of 30 who my dad was. Come to find out, Devontae Swing and his brother are my family members. They're my kin.
Really?
So it plays a very big part into how God was able to push the narrative of me being able to find who I'm able to find to get the things and the attributes and the experience that I need to forego a new profound journey in music. You know what I'm saying? So with their help and with their coaching and training, I'm able to do so many different genres of music, and I'm able to express myself in so many different ways, man. And it's definitely an honor and a blessing.
Well, if you don't mind, let me go back for a second, man, because that's such a compelling story. And I'm curious, what was the meetup like when you got a chance to meet your biological dad? What was that like? Have you guys maintained contact, or was it just one and done? What was that like for you? I could imagine that had to be pretty heavy for you and him. If you don't mind, share that moment with us. What was that like?
So that moment, well, my adopted mother, we've been looking for my adopted parent, my biological parents for, my adopted mother was looking for my parents, at least for 30 years. Since I was born, she's been looking for them. So when she found them is when I turned 30 years old. So my mother was in contact with some of my cousins. Come to find out, my whole family bloodline is full of talented and amazing musicians that are in the industry to this day. And so I got the nerve to call my dad for the first time, and without a doubt, he saw my picture and he was like, "Oh my God, you're my firstborn." Wow. Yeah, so I was the firstborn out of 8 sons.
Wow.
And it's a lot of things that transpired to that, but the blessing was I was able to meet my father for the first time after 30 years and share a 7-month relationship with him, and then he unfortunately passed away due to lung and brain cancer. So I got to experience the things that God wanted me to experience, and to be honest with you, the little bit of time that we had together, it showed me a lot. It showed me a lot about life, about health, about mental health. It showed me a lot in those little time frames that I got to have with him. So those little learning experiences that I got to have with him literally brought me to my knees, but also broke me down, but rebuilt me to who I am now. And I couldn't have asked for a better gift.
So he was a musician? Did he sing or did
he was a musician? He played the guitar and the bass guitar, and he also was a rapper.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Man, I can't even imagine.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday. Hey son, I'm your dad. Wow, that's just
yeah, listen, man.
I firmly believe that, when our family members become, I know it for a fact in my heart and soul and spirit, that when our family members become ancestors, even though they may not be here in the flesh, their spirit is with us and it is inside of us.
Yeah.
So I always say you keep them alive by, you say their name. I'm always mentioning my grandparents' name, Conway Jones and Gene Jones, who I'm named after. They raised me along with my mom. So let's give your dad a shout out, man. What's his name?
Shout out to my dad, the one and only Red Sniper, the Red Man himself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. I love you for life, man.
I love it, Red. I know, well, since y'all look alike, it's obviously we know how you got that name Red. So
yeah.
so okay, so you had a chance. Now what's home for you? Is home Charleston? What's home for you?
Home is Charleston for me. My adopted parents, my father was in the military, so I traveled around a lot. And normally people would expect when you say you're from Charleston to have this very island vibe to you, especially with your dialect. But for me, I was able to travel a lot, and so I wasn't mainly based in Charleston. I was all over different Air Force bases, Army bases.
Yeah.
When I actually found home in Charleston, I went through some of the best schools that I could possibly go through, got some of the best coaching and training as far as with music along the way. So that's why I don't sound like your average Charleston artist that would come through the music scene. I sound a little bit different, but yes, I am. Home is Charleston, man.
Hey, listen, we all sound the same, and let's keep it 1,000. Let's really go there and keep it 1,000. Yeah. This tongue that we are speaking, you and I, this is not our native tongue anyway. We were speaking several languages,
exactly,
and they just forced us to learn this language. So it ain't like, know, our ancestors in West Africa wasn't speaking this tongue. They were speaking a lot of different tongues,
right,
but not this tongue. But that's a monologue for a different show. So let's bring it to today. So you got linked up with Devontae. He kind of taught you the ends about producing, performing, singing, kind of go into details in terms of what you learned from Devontae. And did you have any interactions with his brother, Mr. Dalvin, and Casey and JoJo?
Most definitely. I had a lot of internal conversations with JoJo about the marketing side of things. Their management team has been an outstanding management team for years to come, and JoJo plays a major part in that. And because of that, I was able to learn about it. And so that's why when you go on my Facebook and Instagram, you don't see too much of my life when it goes into me being personal. My life is geared straight to the music, because through my music, you will know me. completely. And so the marketing part of things for me with JoJo was learning how to market and learning how to really sell a record, learning how to really sell yourself to your audience. And so that's what I've been learning for the last 3.5 years is learning that. And with Devontae's major thing for me was, Devontae is really not big on being on social media, and he's definitely not big on being in the camera anymore like that. But this guy is one of the most amazing producers that I could possibly ever in my life encounter. Absolutely. And he taught me the ins and outs of playing the piano, playing the synthesizer. If you go on my Facebook and Instagram, you'll actually see me doing the synthesizer in the talk box, doing some of his old records that he produced. And it's just, it's just a vibe and an opportunity and an amazing experience to be able to be in front of someone who has done it all and been with everyone, so it's definitely a blessing for me.
So did you have any other musical influences outside of the obvious influence from Jodeci and Devontae?
As far as music influencers go, I have I'm working, well, not necessarily working right now, but I have teamed up with a few people out of LA. They're right now they're underground, but they work heavy with the Atlanta motion right now. So the people that are in Atlanta right now, like your Beethoven and a few other people like that, these are the people who I'm trying to build a relationship with right now, a business relationship. Because like I always say, building the best business relationship can make a corporation overnight if they do it right. So it's about, for me right now, it's always about building those great business relationships. I'm learning as much as I can as I go along the way. Just how we saw at the show a couple of days ago that we had, how I was able to sit backstage and just experience the artists that were coming on stage, being around the band themselves, getting a little info. I'm a sponge to the game, because there's going to come a time where it's going to be my time, and I'm going to have to be able to present myself the same way these guys do. So, it's happening ever so fast for me, and it's just, a blessing at the end of the day again, man. It's definitely a blessing.
Well, Lukas, I'm just going to tell you, bro, your time ain't coming. Your time is here. I told you that when we talk face to face. Your time is now.
Sir.
Right here, right now. Speaking of
right
LA, was any of the crew? So Kendrick had this huge pop-out show, and he had everybody. Yeah. Drake showed up, and Rick Ross was in the audience, and he brought LeBron came on stage, and Russell Westbrook, and all the LA ballers from the NBA, and just. But I thought the cool thing, and I'm sure you may know some of these cats, that it was a platform, and Kendrick used his platform. And because he is like the man in hip hop right now. Even Snoop was like, hey, look, Kendrick is the king. He is the king of the West Coast right now. It is his time.
Yeah.
He put on a lot of brothers who were known locally in Southern Cal as rappers and performers. Did you know any of those cats that he put on? And I think that was really big, that he used his platform to be a vessel to bless these other cats, just like Devontae did with you. It's like, okay, brother, somebody opened the door for me, so I'm going to go ahead and share the stage with you.
Yes, man. I know one guy so far I've done business with and had him in Charleston with me during the studio sessions. He actually was on stage dancing right in front of Kendrick, dancing right in front of him. And I was like, wow, man. So now he's on Instagram right now. He's blowing up just because of that one video. He was dancing, doing his little walk, you know what I'm saying? And now his whole Instagram went completely skyrocketed. So yeah, his presence has definitely done a lot for the West Coast, and his presence is definitely actually helping other artists and other performers grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this guy right here, he's a rapper. He sounds very similar to the E40 himself. They're like, man, if you listen to this guy and you listen to E40, you're almost like, are they the same person?
Right. What's his name? Shout him out.
Effin' Rude. That's his name. Effin' Rude. That's his name. He's definitely on Effin' Rude. He's a rude boy, straight from LA, Long Beach. That's where he's from. He drove all the way from Long Beach. Didn't even have a ticket. He didn't even have a ticket to go to the show, and somehow with faith, because right now he's definitely promoting the word faith heavy. That's his thing. It's promoting faith. So if you hashtag Faith
and
on social media,
Rude, was it
Rude.
Rude, come on, holla at us. Send some of your Instagram followers to my YouTube channel. Tell them to subscribe.
Most definitely.
Come on the show. As a matter of fact, come on with your people. You and Lukas can come back on because Lukas know he's got a permanent home here on my platform. All right, so listen.
Most definitely.
Man, because we get together, we always vibe and talk. But I want you to a segue, talk about Sticks and Stones, your new song, your new video. I'm sure there's a story behind it. Who worked on it with you, who produced it, and I'm gonna let you introduce the video. But tell us, what went into it and the story behind Sticks and Stones.
All right, so Sticks and Stones is an R&B song. It is a mixture between hip hop and R&B together. You're hearing me do melodic chords. On top of the melodic chords, you're hearing the Jodeci vibe in the background. I'm always going to keep Jodeci alive. If you pay attention to my music, on the back end, you're always going to hear those, oh yeah, you're going to hear all of that in this song, Sticks and Stones. And you can also hear me mention Jodeci. I produced the track myself. I also, people don't even know this, I also shot the video myself as well. And people are like, how did you shoot your own music video? It goes into a lot of play and a lot of work. I have a couple of drones, a couple of different nightsticks I put together. And we shot the video, turned it into I wanted to make it like an old school vibe, so the video is kind of grainy. And I didn't want to make it look like it was something from this era. I wanted to do something like from the 90s, but have a new school feel to it. And so that's kind of how this song came about, Sticks and Stones. And Sticks and Stones basically is about a woman who is going through life and not understanding her value. But then there are real men out here that do want to be that one for her. And she just has to recognize the king that she has in her life. So that's what this song is, right? It's called Sticks and Stones by Lukas Swing.
I love it. So listen, Lukas, let's go ahead and let everybody peek behind the curtain a little bit, because I know they'll laugh. So Lukas sends me the video. So I'm screening everything, my pre-show, all my preparation, my show prep, as we like to call it. So I called Lukas. I say, yo, Lukas. I say, yo, man, the video, it's got this kind of like little cloudy thing. I look like I'm looking at a VHS tape. I'm like, did you know that? Is that good? Or did somebody send me a bad batch? And you were like, no, that's the vibe that I wanted. And you just explained to it. So I was like, okay, good. But listen, he's family, man. This is a good brother. I got nothing but love for him. So he always shows me love. He's a big fan. He's been a huge fan of the show before he even came on. I really appreciate that. So I wasn't going to let him just go out there like that without knowing. I was like, yo, man.
Yeah.
Family, I ain't gonna just let you, go outside, with your pants down. No. Come on back in. Let's talk about this thing. So I just thought that was pretty funny. So if you got any tour dates that you got coming up, tell everybody about that and let everybody know where they can follow you on social media and download your product, your videos, your music, and everything else. So make sure to give us all your social information contacts or social media contacts. First of all, are you going to do any tour dates, maybe spot dates with anybody, or go out on tour with anybody?
So right now we're doing something as far as we're releasing a boatload of music. I think we've released close to 7 songs in a matter of 3 weeks so far. We're gearing up to do a show. We're going to be going to some place where I'm very, 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 very familiar with overseas. I'm going straight back to Germany,
really?
Munich, and I'm going to be doing a show out there. Yeah, man. There's a couple of clubs out there that I'm really good friends with the owners and stuff like that, and we're going to be bringing the culture of Charleston along with us. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And after we come back from Germany, we're teaming up with the mayor. And we're trying to get some new stage events happening out in Charleston. So when they do pop off, of course, we're going to be trying to do some things with 99.7 and 99.3 The Box as far as the shows go. We're waiting on the dates for those, but we're definitely in cahoots trying to make sure that we have everything set up. Because we also, at the end of the day, I've always wanted to do a major showcase in Charleston and bring it home to the city. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing, man. But Germany is definitely on the list so far, and, of course, LA as well. So those two places are definitely going to be on the list.
Germany. So you link it with the mayor of North Charleston, Mayor Burgess, or the mayor of the city of Charleston?
Yes, sir. Mayor Burgess. We're trying to get a shout out to Mayor Burgess. We're trying to get some green. We're trying to get a green light to use the PAC Center or the Coliseum, whatever one we can use. So, as long as we get those together.
I was gonna say you do the pop-up show like Kendrick did here in Charleston. Your own version
Exactly.
of the pop-out show.
Exactly. See, you already took the words right out of my mouth, man.
I love it. Hey, listen, you gotta listen, Lukas. You and I talked about this off camera. You gotta speak it into existence. My grandmother, Jean Jones, would always say, Jeannie, she said, baby, you gotta name it and claim it. You gotta speak it into existence. Because what we have to understand, especially as a culture, words, the spoken word and the tongue has the power of life and death. Life into everybody, anybody, and anything. If I don't like somebody, if I don't vibe with them, I just keep it moving. I don't even do that. So,
Amen.
I'm excited. All right, so listen, let everybody know where they can download your music. Give everybody your social media contact information. Follow this man and all Lukas's followers, all you Lukas Swing fans, come and subscribe to my channel because we're going to get those 1,000 new subscribers in the next 60 days. And then I'm going to have like a get together. And I don't drink, so maybe drinks will be on me. So between Lukas and LaShonda Addison and Johanna Flood and Sharita Pompey, all my listeners on my radio show. So y'all hook a brother up. I got y'all. If nothing else, we'll find a nice place to go have a little restaurant or something. Maybe a nice little outdoor spot, and maybe Lukas show up and just do a little impromptu little thing.
Serenade the crowd.
I'll hit y'all with a little stand up. We'll just make it and then do it live on the Geno Jones Show. We'll stream it live from a nice little venue. So we got to talk about that. So,
that's it. Yeah, that sounds real good, man.
Yeah, so let everybody. Where can they download the music and give us your social media, Instagram, Twitter, X, or Threads, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook? Give us all that info.
All right, so you can find my music on Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify. I'm on all major streaming platforms you can find right now. LUKAS SWING, Lukas Swing, spell it with a K, not a C. A lot of times people mess that up. They spell it with a C and they're like, I can't find you. You got to spell it with a K. So if you spell it with a K, you're going to find Lukas Swing on all major platforms. It's got the red little face on it with me turned to the side like this. You see my music note tattoos across my face. And it's your boy right here, man. And I'm on all major platforms. And if you go on Facebook, Simon Lucas Gant. If you go on Instagram, Lukas Swing Official. You can also find me everywhere. Amazon, you can find me. You can even put me on your search engine and I'll pop up.
So, Lukas, the BET Awards is Sunday. I think Sunday is the 30th. So this time next year, we are speaking into existence, best new artist, R&B album of the year, whole 9 yards. We are speaking it into existence. So just
most definitely.
Look, just let me be part of the entourage. I'll pay for my own ticket. I got the hookup on Airbnb. I ain't coming like no freeloader. I'm pulling my own weight.
I got you, man. You family, man. Family always rolls with me, man. For real.
And you get a showcase. Just tell them tell them you got your own MC and comedian. So just tell them to put that in the budget, and we good to go.
There we go.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Love to you, my brother. I'm so proud of you. I really appreciate your support, man. From day one, for whatever reason, man, you vibe with me, and just the respect that you pay. You don't have to do it, and it's really humbling, and it's touched me. So, but I see greatness in you. So that's why, I always have nothing but positive vibes because I can see the greatness in you. So I'll make it happen. So send us out of here by throwing it to your new video, Sticks and Stones.
All right, man. It's your boy Lukas Swing, Sticks and Stones, hip hop and R&B song right here. Actually, right now charting at 103 on Apple Music. So we're definitely going to be going up the chart shortly. So support your boy as much as you can. I appreciate it. Shout out to Charleston, South Carolina.
So all right, the Geno Jones Show brought to you by CM Transportation, cmtransportationllc.net, 843-606-2702. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, Allie Jones, Bruce Gage, the official wardrobe consultants for the Geno Jones Show. You can check them all out on Instagram, on IG. Check them out. Thank you, Lukas. Let's go to your video. Everybody, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. So, to Johanna Flood and Sharita Pompey and LaShonda Addison, and, of course, my number one fan, my mother, my executive producer, the one that still keeps my ass in check. If I get out of line, she'll still check my ass. Lukas, she's like, all right, Jeannie, what you doing? So, mother, I love you. Thanks again, Lukas. Here it is.
Thank you.
Sticks and Stones, and we'll see you live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I want you. I know them. I know what you. Yeah, I know what you. Yeah, look, sticks and stones, Porsche on chrome. That's just what a nigga's on. Riding 26, man, I'm headed back home. It's the AGOD, bumping through your cell phone. Ay, sticks and stones, Porsche on chrome. That's just what a nigga's on. Riding 26, man, I'm headed back home. It's the AGOD, bumping through your cell phone. Ay, you don't gotta do this life alone, girl, I'm here to please. Anytime you need a real man, you can call on me. I've been blessing people, mommy, I'm the AGOD. I don't think you'll find a man in places where you always be. I know what you want and you will find it in the club streets. Have you had a man of fiends for you, just like Josie? I am not a product of this new corrupted industry. Take me off the market and I promise you that you'll see. Hey, the group chat is getting lame, you can't deny it. Tell them lame niggas that I said they fired, yo. You got Z's for these boys, I know you tired, yo. How you getting through it, oh girl, I'm inspired. This is a God talk, I'll say amen. I'm blessing people, mommy, go and tell your friends. I see you working hard, you spending in your bins. I'm so for real, this candy rain ain't coming in. The boy really going places, I'm seeing different faces. I'm not catching cases, my mental's too dedicated. We should set up an arrangement, we gotta play for the basement. So let's go take it and hate it. Yo, sticks and stones, Porsche on chrome. That's just what a nigga's on. Riding 26, man, I'm heading back home. It's the AGOD, bumping through your cell phone.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.